and VCs were there for quite some time, but it's more the excitement that happened was more in terms of what last decade onwards that has happened. We are actually pre-millennium generation. I went to speak with one of your directors, Mr. Saur, Mr. Saurabh, and do an overview or rather a 20,000 view of what an accelerator is, what is an incubator is, what is angel funding is, what is venture capital. Few of these words are like very industry specific jargons, industry logos, so don't be overwhelmed by these new words if I talk about what is term sheet, due diligence, seed money, smart money, matrices, and even more. Even accelerator, incubator is very specific term for the startup industry. So in case there is something, just note it down those words, and you can ask me at the end of the session, or maybe look up later. There's a one very funny thing I want to talk about your generation, right? I mean, there was one thing that happened. I was mentoring one of my mentee, and from Jaipur, and after going back and forth, she said, let's do a VC, and I was like, I don't think she's VC ready at this point of time. I said, no, you're not ready. She said, okay, not this time. What she said was, okay, maybe half an hour. I said, what, half an hour? I mean, I think at that time I realized there is we were on a very different page. What I was talking about was venture capital. What she was talking about was video conferencing slash video chatting. So don't be overwhelmed. So obviously there's a difference when I say what is VC, you say VC, and even I don't understand all your new millennium slash generation Z terms. So that's fine. Sink in whatever you can sink in these 20 or 20 30 odd minutes, and we'll discuss much more later if you want to get hold of these terms. So without much ado, let's get into what we are all here for. Uh, think about it. You have an idea, and you think you can create a business out of, you don't know what the first steps to take, even though you have learned the lessons from these kind of sessions. So how to take it from the idea to prototype, or you have progressed. Let's say you have progressed a little bit. You have a co-founding team with more than a prototype, an MVP, a minimum viable product, and still you have not found the foot on the door. Like you don't have a paying customer if you're a B2B or SaaS startup, or you have not found your key customer engagement if you're a consumer product services company. You don't have the money to keep on experiment. There's a strong belief, still you have a strong belief in an idea and a team. So that's where these accelerator and incubators come to help you to navigate through your startup journey. As these names suggest, accelerators comes with the idea that they help you to accelerate your startup journey, and incubators are where you are when you are doing, going through these early, very early days of ideas, incubation time that is there. So while there is quite a similarity in terms of what the overall goal is, to take it these very early stage startup companies to the next level, there is, and both of them are actually a structured programs, right, with a very specific time frames. There are quite a difference that I will talk about. So let's take in terms of incubators. So incubators are, mostly run by universities, non-profit organization, or even state government or the national government, that they are funded by these institutions. Like you have in your college, Ruby is there, right? Kunta Business Incubator, or there's a Chhattisgarh which have, I think, 36 INC has an incubator. There's a very big Telangana T Hub, which they claim to be one of the biggest incubator in terms of the space that they give. And even the NASCAM has an incubator. So most of the top leading universities, colleges now have incubator sort of their own. There's also a startup Chile that I want to talk about. Like I know quite a few teams have gone to the startup Chile. They are based out of Santiago, Chile. So the country primarily brings in for 6 months these startups to incubate in Chile, to help the overall startup ecosystem. So the whole idea behind these incubators is, to grow the startup culture. They provide you with the infrastructure. They would actually provide you with the working space, uh, and they will also give you with the grants. Typically these grants are like, small amount of money, that is typically 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs kind of money that you get during that incubation period. Now the incubation period can be anywhere from the 6 months to a year to a 2 years program, that is there. The best part is, this most of the places this money comes as a free, right? You don't have to let go any of the equity when you are actually working these incubators. So they help you with this, the initial money, this 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs kind of grant. And obviously there'll be milestones, there'll be obligations that you have to go through to the program. It's not like forever that you can actually be working in the incubator. So it's actually a very great place to start your journey. Typically if you are if you are a single co-founder, you have an idea, you still are not very sure in terms of how can you take it forward. You still want to try the prototype, you want to find another co-founder of yours. The incubators would be a great place for you to start those kind of journeys. Whereas on accelerator, accelerator typically comes very similar stage, early stage, just that they are a little bit more mature. These startups, when we bring in into the accelerator, they are much more matured. Typically the accelerator time frame would be anywhere from these 4 weeks program to a 4 months program. So typically the startups that would come in an accelerator are, at least they would have an MVP stage, with have a set co-founder team. They would have identified the business idea that they are actually going after. Execution is the next key step that they are actually looking to. They might have found the monetization model, they might not have found the monetization model, or they are still trying to gain in terms of the better customer engagement that they are looking at. So they might have lived their startup journey, maybe 6 months. The very much team is in the place now. They are looking to go to the next level. That's where the accelerator comes in. The difference between an accelerator model is the accelerators actually put in the first check. In most of the accelerator would take in do the first check. Typically that can range from anywhere from 30,000 USD to 50,000 USD to 100,000 USD in terms of some equity. So one of the very famous accelerator models where it actually whole started is a Y Combinator. They based out of Silicon Valley. They do 2 batches in a year, gives you 120,000 USD for an 8% equity. Famous companies like, I think, Airbnb, Dropbox, they all came out of the Y Combinator. Closer Home, I think Razorpay was a Y Combinator team. ClearTax is a Y Combinator team, and one of our teams actually who went through the GSF program went to Y Combinator, and now they are trying to raise a 70 million valuation round. It's a very famous accelerator model in India. Closer Home, we have multiple good accelerators. GSF is one. I think TIAB also has an accelerator model. Microsoft has an accelerator model.